Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel and to another video. I hope you're all really well and you've had a good week. So in today's video I'm going to be sharing with you two very autumnal new makes, a challenge that you might want to get involved with over on Instagram in collaboration with Makerist Spoonflower, and I also have some lovely discount codes for you as well, so stay tuned and I'll be sharing those with you later in this video. So just before I get started, I want to say that this week has not gone quite according to plan. I had wanted to film a kind of week in the life type video where I'd be sharing with you more of the sewing process of my makes and filming with music and things like that and making it all pretty and nice. But unfortunately I've had two poorly children at home with me this week, so I've had a lot less time for filming and sewing and things because obviously I've been looking after them and wanted to be around a bit more. But never mind, that's just how life goes sometimes, isn't it? So this video is going to be a little bit shorter and a bit different to what I had planned, but I'm going to go with it anyway. So I did manage to get some sewing done and I filmed some of the sewing process earlier in the week when both children were at school. So while I'm talking I will just put some of that sewing in just so that you can see me making the dresses if that's interesting to you. But yeah, I really wanted to share about this challenge and the discount codes and things with you before time went by too quickly. So if you are new to my channel is all about sewing and crafting. I post lots of sewing videos, sew-alongs, what I've been making, fabric hauls and things like that. If you're into sewing and making too, I'd love you to subscribe to my channel, and if you do enjoy this video, I'd love it if you could give it a like at the end. That would really help me out. So on to what I've been up to this week. So this week I've been working on a really fun collaboration with Makerist and Spoonflower. So if you've watched any of my videos in the past, you might have heard me talk about Makerist before. Makerist are a kind of online craft hub. They've got loads of different indie patterns available on their website. They've also got loads of inspirational blog posts and things, and loads of sewing and making inspiration and tutorials and things available. So I will link their website down below so that you can pop over and visit them if you've not heard of them before. And also Spoonflower. So if you've not heard of Spoonflower, I must confess I'd heard of them in the past, but I've not really looked into their website. But I'm so glad I did, because I think if you pop over and have a look at their website, like me, you'll be drawn down the rabbit hole of looking at all of the wonderful designs available on their website. And it's a really unique kind of website. So you choose your design basically, and then you can have it printed on lots of different types of fabric bases, so the fabric base of your choice basically, and you can also have their designs printed on wallpaper and home decor and things like that. So it really is quite a unique website, and yeah, I think if you have a look you'll be really sucked in like I was. So later on in this video I will be sharing a discount code that you can use on both the Makerist website and the Spoonflower website, so stay tuned for those at the end of the video. So over on Instagram, Makerist and Spoonflower have come together to run a really exciting challenge over on Instagram, and the challenge is called the Mummy and Me Sewing Challenge. And the idea behind it is that you post an image of yourself and a little one wearing a matching garment or a matching outfit made either from the same fabric or the same pattern. If you use the hashtag Mummy and Me Sewing Challenge and tag Makerist and Spoonflower, you can be entered into the prize draw where you could win prizes from both Makerist and Spoonflower, so it's well worth taking part if you'd like to. I do realise that this challenge is not going to be relevant or suitable for everyone, so even if you don't want to take part in the challenge, then you can obviously still use my discount codes at the end of the video where you can make yourself a lovely garment, or if you don't have children but you do have pets, you could even make something for yourself and your pet, and I think that would be really fun. So there's quite a lot of information to share about how to take part in the challenge, and I will detail that all below in the description of this video just so that you know exactly what to do if you do want to take part. So I was kindly invited by Makerist and Spoonflower to take part in this challenge. So for my pattern I decided to make the I Am Cassiope dress by I Am Patterns. This is a pattern that I've made in the past before for my daughter and I absolutely loved it, and I knew there was an adult version and I've been meaning to give it a go, so I was really excited to give that a try, and that's actually what I'm wearing today. So I will talk a bit more about how I found this pattern later on in the video. So the fabric that I chose to make my garments for the challenge was actually this beautiful autumnal print. I spent ages going through the designs on the Spoonflower website, but I was really drawn to this one because I thought it was just so autumnal, and I love the colours in it. So it's on a brown base, and you might be able to see if I stand up close to the camera that there are loads of different orangey, browny, beigey and green flowers and pumpkins and acorns and things all over the fabric. And because of the time of year that we're in here in the UK, I just thought this fabric would be perfect. And I knew that my daughter would love this fabric as well because she really loves autumn time and things like that. So yeah, that's what I went for in the end. And I chose to have my fabric printed on a polyester crepe because I thought that would be most suitable for the dresses that I wanted to make up. It's got a bit of drape to it and it's quite kind of thin and floaty. So I thought that would be well suited to the Cassiope pattern. So if you've not seen the I Am Cassiope pattern before, it's a really simple dress to make up. I think if you're a beginner and you're still a little bit scared of fastenings and zips and buttonholes and things, this is a really great one to try, because if you make the adult version, there are absolutely no fastenings that you need to do at all. So I have since found out that you can do a button band add-on to the back of this dress if you want to, but if you don't want to, you don't need to put anything in at all. You can just pull it over your head, which I think is great. And it's a really quick design to make up. So I'll just pop in a line drawing here of the I Am Cassiope adult version of the pattern, and you can see that there are some raglan sleeves that come down here, so it's a raglan shape. So the sleeves are just sewing down the raglan lines on both back and front. The neckline is finished with a facing which goes all the way around the neck. You could use bias binding if you prefer. And then the skirt is attached really interestingly, I think. So the skirt is attached before you sew the side seams. So you have your rectangular skirt pieces and you gather them and attach them to the bottom of the bodice before you sew any side seams. So once your skirt pieces are attached, you then sew all the way from the top of your sleeve right down the side, right to the hem, and that's your side seams done, and then you hem and then you're done. And honestly, I sewed this dress up in about 2 hours last night, I think. I'll just pop in an image now of the Cassiope mini dress, which is slightly different. So this one has a button placket at the back, and I think that's probably just because it's easier to get on over a child's head. But obviously if you wanted to, you could probably make that pull on as well, I think. So I've got my daughter's dress all finished and ready here, so you can see that we'll be very matching when we wear these. It's really funny actually, because I've never made a matchy outfit for myself and my daughter. I've always seen them on Instagram and other places and thought, oh, that's really cute, I must do that, but I've never actually got around to it. So this was a really fun set to make. So this is her dress. It's very similar to my one. The only things that I've done on this one which are slightly different is I've added a very slight frill down the side of the raglan seams, which I've done in the past. I actually made my daughter a Christmas dress from a brushed cotton tartan fabric, and I added in this frill for that as well, and I just really liked it and thought it was quite cute for a little girl's dress, so that's what I've done on this one as well. The fabric's so busy that you can't necessarily see the frill very well unless you're really up close, but nevertheless I like it anyway. And then the back just finishes with a button placket, which is really simple to do. Basically you've got a facing that runs down the button plackets and then all around the neck, and then you just add your buttons. If you don't want to do buttonholes, then of course you could just add poppers, and that would be a really simple thing to do. But yeah, absolutely love this pattern. I think it's a great one for children, and as I say, it's a really good beginner sewing pattern just because of the lack of fastenings and how quick and easy it is to sew. So those are both of our I Am Cassiope dresses. I hope you like them. I really love this fabric. I just think it's absolutely perfect. The only thing I would say about this particular fabric, because it's a polyester crepe, it is slightly static. So I always wear a slip under dresses anyway, so I'll definitely be wearing a slip with this so that it doesn't stick to my tights or anything. But if you weren't a fan of the polyester feel and were worried about static, you could always have this print printed onto a different fabric base. Maybe something like a cotton gauze or something. Gauzes are really good for children's clothes and they're really soft and cosy for winter as well. So yeah, that's another option if you weren't too keen on the polyester crepe feel. So those are both of our dresses, and that's what I'll be entering into the Mummy and Me sewing challenge with Makerist and Spoonflower. As promised, I do have a discount code for you for both Makerist and Spoonflower. So the code that you need to use on both sites is actually 15 Secret Life of a Seamstress, and you can use that on the Makerist website and the Spoonflower website, and you'll be eligible for 15% off of anything site-wide. So any of the Makerist sewing patterns or anything on their website, and any of the Spoonflower fabrics as well. So it really is quite a good discount code to have. Of course, if you are interested in the I Am Cassiope patterns, then I'll link them in the description below this video as well. So I'm really excited to share more photos of what I've been making in these dresses and things over on Instagram, and if you are planning to join in, I'd love to see your photos. Don't forget to tag me, and don't forget to also tag Makerist and Spoonflower and use the hashtag Mummy and Me Sewing Challenge, and I can't wait to see what everyone makes up. So that's it for this video today. Thank you so much for watching. I'm sorry it's not quite what I had planned, but I hope you've enjoyed seeing what I've been up to this week anyway. Next week's video I'm planning to do my fabric stash sort out, and I really need to do that because I don't know if you can see any of what's behind me. You probably can't actually, but basically I've got piles of fabric that needs to be sorted and put away somewhere, and I really want to kind of make some record of what I've got so that I know what I've got when I come to think about future makes. So yeah, I'm really excited to get that video done. And please don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. If you have enjoyed this video, please do give it a like, and I'd love to hear from you in the comments as always. Let me know what you've been up to this week. Let me know if you're surviving all the winter germs, like we obviously haven't this week. But I am grateful that we managed to get through a half term at least, because I felt like we all needed that break. Anyway, have a lovely day everyone, and I'll look forward to seeing you in my next video. Bye.